morning, Cardano, ADA, ADA, whatever you want to call it. Let's have a look at Cardano. We'll talk a little bit fundamentals and dive into the chart to see what was happening on Cardano. So I personally was bullish on Cardano all this time, and I was really buying Cardano. And then we had a very nice run up with the market, which was good. Obviously, in the last 8-9 months, Cardano was just in a free fall, with almost no proper bounce. So Cardano started the free fall, and then Bitcoin followed with the 69,000 top. Anyway, let's look. If we look at the price of Cardano, same time last year, it's almost the same price. So March last year, it's almost at $1, as if nothing happened in the full year. While many other layer one, they were putting already all-time highs. If I look at the log scale, yes, Cardano is still on the same price like last year, but let's look at 2 years ago, March 2020, Cardano was almost up. That's March 2020. It's up around 4,000%. Not bad. That makes me feel good. I look at that. That makes me feel good. So yeah, let's look at the history of Cardano. So we all, like, Cardano started 2018 with all these big promises, and we all know the delay on the project, mainly because their approach is different. They have the formal method approach. They write every single idea. They write a paper about it, which goes to the peer review, and then they start write the programs, and then they move from the paper to a actual programming, and they write the programs. These things usually delay. This process usually delays and has more delays, and then they had to wipe off the code and write the code. So up to here, Cardano 2 years was just a wallet. That's they always say about Cardano. It's just a wallet. I personally believe that the project will deliver because I like this approach. I like this formal method approach. I like about doing things slow and steady. Yes, it's not good for speculative market like the crypto, but at the same time, I think of it, if you're writing a program or an infrastructure, so if you're building an infrastructure, which in this case is the blockchain, if you're planning to have applications on top of this infrastructure, and you want to have the financial applications, so all your banking, your lending, or your DeFi will sit on this core infrastructure, which is the blockchain, and you want to have logistics, and you want to have medical records, and you want to have legal documentations, and you want to have insurance. So if you want to take the entire ecosystem now we live in your daily life, from you buying with your card, from your bank account, to your legalization of the documentation, to booking a ticket, to booking your insurance, to buy products and get them delivered, to B2B business. So if you want to take all of this and you want to put them on an infrastructure like the blockchain, I want this blockchain to be built with the highest end that it can be, with a programming language that lower the risk of scams, lower the risk of bugs, what we see in many other layer one, where there's always issues and always money lost. So that's the promise, and that's why Cardano used the Haskell language. And I don't want to go in the details of the fundamental. If you want me to go in the details of the fundamental on Cardano and kind of make an easy to understand fundamental, I will happy do that. Just write down in the comment that you really want that, and I will do a video about the fundamentals. I'm not trying to shill Cardano here. I know that the price been down massively. But at the same time, I'm just talking my own approach, why I was bullish on Cardano down here, and I'm still kind of bullish on it long term. And again, I say, if they keep on delivering, delays for me, I don't care about delays as long as they will deliver. So I will stop rambling. I will not go through more details. But anyway, so yes, that was the time where the whole market was in accumulation zone, and Cardano is one of them. Then we had the hard fork. So let's look at the hard forks of Cardano. This was the Shelly hard fork with the staking rewards. And this was the Rona dump, and the whole market was putting a rally here. and the expectation for Cardano was massive. If you remember 2021, Cardano was the leading in the market. It was the first one to do the all-time high. It was the first one. There was a big hype. So part of it was these hard forks. So Shelly hard fork get the staking rewards and the staking of Cardano. And what I like about the staking of Cardano, I stake my Cardano at any time. I can take any money. So there's no lock staking, which for me was very good. I like that approach. Then you see in the crypto market, buy the rumor, said the news. So the Shelly hard fork happened. Then before that we had a run of almost 400%. Then we had a dump of 50%. And then again, after the Shelly hard fork, there was the massive alt season in the market after Bitcoin broke the all-time high and Cardano broke the high of $1. And this is the Mary hard fork, which bring the native asset. And then the price consolidated, and then we had this strong run, anticipation of the Alonso hard fork, which was of 200% almost. The Alonso hard fork, which was the smart contract, but the price started dumping before that. We see that we had a massive dump after the $3. We had a massive dump. This was the FUD about the UTXO model, the extended UTX model of Cardano. So Bitcoin used the UTXO model, which is the unspent transaction output. Cardano used an extended UTXO model, which all the layer one, they don't use it. And here was the FUD that Cardano can do 2 transactions at the same time, and that will not allow DeFi. Even that's a thing that Cardano all the way we're talking about, that we're using the same UTX model of Bitcoin, just we have an extended UTX model, and they're explaining why in the future this is better, more reliable, and how it is a better model. And
I didn't understand that.
And at the same time, people were doing, like, the entire FUD happened, and then the releasing of the Alonso and sell the news, and Cardano had a free fall. Another thing also from my point of view, why, and this is all speculation, why this free fall happened when the Alonso hard fork with the smart contract, everyone imagined that, okay, smart contract is there, then tomorrow we'll start the DeFi. But it doesn't work that way, because now you're releasing the smart contract. So you need to have application built on the smart contract. And that's why Cardano is delayed. It was delayed. While Luna and Solana and every layer one, they had even Tron, they had a lot of DeFi on top of them, BNB, Binance Smart Chain. Cardano was still not there yet. And after they released the smart contract, now we can see applications start to go live on Cardano. You can see SundaySwap, MinSwap, ADEX, all these DeFi projects, they start coming on Cardano. So just now we have that. If I look at the TVL, so this is the TVL of Cardano, total value locked. So this is how to look at a DeFi protocol. So if you see now on Cardano, there is $300 million locked. If I add the staking, there will be like $400 million locked. And this is the MinSwap, which is the main DEX. It started new and now it's taking over. So SundaySwap had the most locked, but now MinSwap took over. I am in Sunday mostly, but I'm not in MiniSwap. So yes, this is where Cardano stands on all the DeFi. If you see here, also the TVL. So let's just explain this. Alonso hard fork happened in August. And then in January, we start to see that DeFi live. So it took from August to January for these applications or these DEXs to go live. So DEXs has to build. When the infrastructure is ready and okay, now we have smart contracts, come on guys, start build on us. And since the Cardano infrastructure is different than the others, you can't just simply copy paste. So you can take the MiniSwap model and just copy paste it and have a pancake swap. Why? Because it works differently, because infrastructure is different. You have to build from scratch a DEX DeFi exchange decentralized exchange, you have to build it for this infrastructure. And that's why make the applications on Cardano takes more time, because you need to build them from scratch. Because again, this is a different infrastructure, which for me is even a better infrastructure. So January, we start seeing the DEXs live, and since then, you look, we have a steady increase. And in March, we're going, not we, the TVL on Cardano is going exponentially. So since the start of March, the TVL was around $150 million, and now it doubled. So this is good. This is good this shows the health of the blockchain and the health of the DeFi and the blockchain. Where Cardano stand on the entire DeFi? So that's the DeFi protocols. For sure, Ethereum is the most locked, 122 billion TVL. Then you have Luna, Terra Luna, Binance Smart Chain. Cardano stands here, just above Kusama. So Cardano is number 24 in the TVL locked. But again, it's been 2 months where you have DeFi living on Cardano, while on Ethereum it's been 3 years. So I'm not comparing either Ethereum to Cardano. I'm just saying that now we can say Cardano has smart contracts. Now we can say Cardano has an actual product. So now we can start being bullish on Cardano. Not all this time. This was a free fall. I get smashed in this free fall. On a personal level, I get smashed on this free fall. For sure, I would prefer to sell all my Cardano here and then buy it down here. For sure. But things doesn't work like that. And I sold from $1 up to $3, but still I have a big stack that I hold it all the way down here. Because again, this is my long-term hold. And I think if Cardano can deliver what they promise, which they are delivering, on the long term, this might be a good hold. That's for me. Another thing I think of it, and this is all, I'm only rambling and talking pure speculation. Another thing I think of, or my approach is, when a lot of people say, oh, Cardano is gonna die, they don't deliver, they're just a wallet. It should have died. Cardano, we can say now, in this last 2 months, Cardano has an actual product. Again, in the last 2 months, Cardano have a full actual product. Why they didn't die? Why they are still in the top 10 or top 8? Let's remember the Ethereum killers back in 2018. EOS, NEO, many more. They all died. The idea is Cardano made it and still strong because first, they have a good community. Second, they have good investors, good VCs, that people who look at the technical and believe that, yeah, this is the product, if delivered entirely, can build a strong infrastructure for the future of the whole ecosystem. So that's why for me is important. And again, I think of it this way: this project should have died along with many other EOS or NEO or other Ethereum killer product back in 2018. This project made it because it's building and building and building and building, and they're building it right, but very slow. Again, if we want me to go more technical about the infrastructure, the Haskell program language they use, the extended UTXO model, I will happily go into that. Just comment down that you really want me to go into the fundamental. It's not just to comment, because I really don't know if people want to hear fundamental. My analysis usually is charts. I'm more technical guy, technical analyst. Just in Cardano and some projects, I know some fundamentals because I followed the project since a long time ago. So we have a vessel hard fork, which we don't know the exact date yet, but back then in the middle of the summer, they said around a year. This product will bring scalability to Cardano. Think of it as layer 2. Think of it as Matic on Ethereum. So this is what vessel is. And this is what vessel hard fork is. And I expect the closer we are to this date, and I don't know the date exactly, it should be somewhere between June, July, August. Knowing Cardano, this might delay So I don't know, maybe 3 years to come, but whenever they announce this date, I think we're gonna see a run up to this date, because again, even with these TVLs we're talking about, when it comes to the DeFi on Cardano, it's still lagging. It's still slow. If you use the Cardano DEXs, you will see sometimes you have a rejected transaction. It's all because of the scalability, because they use the extended UTXO model. And once the vessel hard fork will happen, that will remove big part of these delays and will scale Cardano to a much higher level. So the scalability of Cardano will be somewhere close to Solana or even higher by whenever this hard fork will happen. And then this will even kick the DeFi much stronger on Cardano. So things to watch. Whenever this date will come, I think we'll see run up for Cardano. Keep an eye on the TVL, and once stable coins will be released, we're gonna see more interest on Cardano DeFi. I can keep you updated if you want. Also, if you really want me to do maybe a weekly update on Cardano, just give me a comment there, and I can do this weekly update, maybe a Wednesday Cardano. So let's see. Let's go look at the chart a little bit and see what's happening on Cardano now from the chart point of view. Let me put the moving average. Cardano loves the moving averages. So what do we have? So the price dump, as we said, there was almost no support. Any pump was a massive sell. Any pump was a massive sell. If you see here, pump, massive sell, pump, massive sell. Even this last one, pump, massive sell. So whenever Cardano pump a little bit, it will be massive sell. Till we reached this support here. I was expecting the support to hold around the $1. It didn't hold. And the price kept trying to hold. And then now it's acting as a resistance. And just right now, we are at this resistance here. First thing I would like to see is this level reclaimed around the $1. So yes, I have here kind of a channel, which is Cardano is now back in the channel. I want Cardano to come above this level and close some dailies above 1.1. Above $1 will look good, to just start looking higher and higher. For sure, don't expect price to go up straight. So it might come here, go back, put a higher low, come back here. What we want to really see is higher lows. If we're bullish, we want to see higher lows. Or we want to see lower, where my interest is stronger, around 0.5, 0.6, there where I'm really interested to accumulate more Cardano. I'll discuss that. So what's happening now? It's at resistance after reaching support, reclaim this resistance, then we look higher. We look at around 1.2 and then 1.5, but this will take months to come. Also very nice downsloping channel, downsloping trend line. If I take the line from the all-time high to this drop, we see it's respecting nicely. So this was an amazing take profit for me. I didn't go short here, but I took a lot of profit on my accumulation here, because that was the downsloping trend line, and we had the 200-day EMA, and we had the weekly 21 EMA. So if we look at what's happening here, Cardano, this line is holding Cardano down since the all-time high. And now Cardano is trying to break up. It closed actually daily above this level. I was updating the guys yesterday in the team yesterday on Discord. Just join our Discord, because I was updating here in Discord. So join our Discord in the description. But I was updating them. Cardano's trying here. Cardano was still trying to break out. It wasn't yet breaking out. It was still trying to break out, and here was the initial breakout. I want to see daily close or even 2 dailies above this trend line. Again, if Bitcoin is bullish, I'm expecting this. And now Cardano is reaching resistance in the green line, this green line, and then we have the $1 psychological resistance. If we look what happened here, Cardano reached this 255 EMA around 0.97, and then it had a bounce to almost $1, like a little bit above $1, and then it has the massive dump. So this is the dollar I was talking about, the psychological resistance of $1, and the price dumped because also Bitcoin dumped, so Cardano dumped with it. So far, still above the trend line. When we're talking about a trend line, that high time frame important trend line, I wouldn't expect the price to just take the trend line and do a pump and run pattern. So for me personally, trend line is important, but at the same time, I don't mind if the price will go down, do another higher low, and then take the trend line. This is fine for me, as long as I don't see a lower low, as long as we have this structure, which is a higher low. When it comes to the price, it all depends also on what Bitcoin is doing. If Bitcoin is holding here and pushing to 45, we expect Cardano to push as well. So things to watch now. Cardano is at resistance. It's at resistance. We want to see this level claimed. I personally want to see closing above this level, and then I'll consider this a breakout of the trend line. Before I see the daily close above this, I'm still hesitant on the breakout, because you can always see a breakout, and then you can see drop under it and then drop down. So let's go back to the high time frame and see what's happening on the high time frame and what I'm looking for. So if this is reclaimed and the price will go higher, that's good. If this is the low, I'm happy with that. That means Bitcoin already broke the 45 and going higher. If Bitcoin rejected again and went down now, or in 2 weeks time, 3 weeks time, where is the prices I'm looking for Cardano? I have this fib channel. If I take this channel from the previous all-time high, let me put, this is easier. If I take this channel from the previous all-time high from 2018 to now, to these lows, this came very close. So this is, for me, this is an area. The entire area is support for me. Also, if I take the Fibonacci from the entire Fibonacci of Cardano, which is from the all-time low or from the March low to the all-time high, we have the 786 around this area as well. So many things lining on here. 786 is coming in this area. We have this nice channel coming in this area. I think I have a VWAP here. Yes, I have a nice VWAP volume coming in as well here. So for me personally, this entire area is an accumulation area. Up to 0.5 or even a little bit under 0.5. But for Cardano to go under 0.5, I think Bitcoin is breaking down the 35K and going to 30 or even 25. But still, this is a probability, and we have to play our probabilities. So looking for the long term, again, if you're bullish that this project technically was delivering and it might be one of the main players in layer one, then you want to accumulate for the long term. So personally, I will start massive accumulation around this level. This for me is a good accumulation zone. I already bought I already started buying some at 0.9, and I bought again down here, but little bit nimbling, little by little. But I'll be much stronger buying here if Cardano reach these levels. For me, they are good risk to reward. They are very good risk to reward. It may end up holding them for months or years. That's fine. You can stake them. You can put them under the DeFi protocol and make some yield, or you can simply stake Cardano and make more Cardano. So that's what I'm looking down on the downside. If things go bad and this level, then we'll have another video. Then things are really bad in the entire market. So again, to put it all, we want this trend line to hold. If this trend line hold and Cardano keeps strong, then we'll look at resistance around 1.2 and then major resistance around 1.5. If this trend line rejected again and price go down, make a lower low, then I'm looking at this area for a good area for a bounce and accumulation zone. This is really it. And the more we are close to the next hard fork, the more I think the price will run up. Also, if you want to trade this, if you want to swing trade Cardano, you don't have to really, you can simply wait a nice market structure. So we have a low, we want to wait for a higher high, and then a lower high, and then you can start swing trade Cardano. The idea here, yes, if this happened, you will miss coming in the bottom for sure. But if you're thinking the whole market is recovering and we have a nice uptrend and Cardano is going to $2, so it doesn't make a difference if you're in at 1, which gives you 900%, or you're in at 0.7, which gives you 150%. It doesn't really make a difference because 100% with more risk to reward, with a better risk to reward. Because if you bought the higher low, let's say this happened and Cardano put a higher low, let's say if it stays bullish and goes up and then put a higher low here, somewhere here. So buying here, stop under this, is much better than buying here and the price drop down. So in general, what you're looking, when I'm talking about 0.6, 0.5, 0.4, I'm talking about long-term accumulation. In trading, I want to see a higher low and then a higher high and then a higher low, and then look to swing trade Cardano. That's it for now. Nothing really to add. Still at resistance. We want to see this level reclaimed. If Bitcoin managed to put a bottom here around 41,500 and push up to 45, I think Cardano will have a chance to push up. Why? Because if we look at the Cardano BTC chart, this is what made me bullish on Cardano since last week, is this chart. So the Cardano Bitcoin, why it's very important? Because Bitcoin is going up now and the Cardano Bitcoin is going up. So if this stays the same, that Cardano Bitcoin going up and Bitcoin going up, you will see massive gains on the USD chart. So Cardano Bitcoin just came to support and now bouncing from support. It's rejecting from the 55 EMA. Again, what we want to see, this is all still in a massive downtrend. So nothing to get too excited on Cardano until we see a higher low. Before seeing a higher high and a higher low, this is still massive downtrend. We want to see an uptrend. So we're still not in an uptrend. We want to see uptrend on the daily, on the USD chart or the BTC chart. We want to see higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. That's what we want to see, to expect higher. So far, this is still another weak lower high. Same thing on the USD chart, and that's very important to see. This is very important to understand. It's still in a massive downtrend. If this rejected here and go down, this is a weak lower high. The bullish case is if Cardano managed to put higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. That's what you want to see. Until then, this doesn't still any massive downtrend. Anyway, that's it all for Cardano. Let me know if you want me to go more on Cardano or do a weekly update on Cardano, and if you want the more fundamental video. Thank you so much.